stink on offense, they're mediocre on defense, and if they win, it's almost because of complete malfeasance by the other team, like in that Titans game, the Titans just deciding not to run the ball, or maybe turnovers being the other factor. But you say, there are no answers, they're not doing anything different, they don't have any solutions. Come on, you know what that means, right? Pomp said this on the radio yesterday, and he was right. When you hear a team after the game asked, hey, what do you have to do to get better? And they say, well, we've got to execute better. Do you know what that really means? We don't have enough talent.
Yeah.
We're not good enough. Their offensive line, Deontay Johnson got mad and kind of went with the whole, hey, people want to get out there and try it themselves, then go right for it if you think you can do a better job than us, like talking to the disgruntled fans. And he said about the offensive line, well, they're doing the best they can. Yes, that is the problem. I would like to see, though, Jim Colony, our own Jim Colony fan morning show. I'm going to be filling in on that show the rest of the week. So this is going to be a quick turnaround for me, Richie.
Yeah,
you know what he suggested to Mike
there.
Tomlin? That's right. No, I'm not doing that. Trust me. There's no comfy beds here. He suggested to Mike Tomlin, hey, maybe as a change-up, why not have Ben just kind of take over with a fourth quarter approach to start the game? And Tomlin basically said, well, yeah, I'd be open to that. I mean, he's involved in the preparation and all that stuff, but I'd be open to that. That tells me that they haven't thought of it maybe, and maybe they should do it. What they're doing is not working. I mean, this is embarrassing. You've covered and watched this team for a long time. I'm having flashbacks to like 1998, 99, even worse than that offensively. 5 straight first halves without a touchdown. First time in at least 81 years. First team in NFL history to fall behind at least 23 points at the half of 3 straight road games. I mean, this is pathetic beyond measure.
Let's see what Jay in Bethel Park has to say. What's up, Jay?
Hey, guys, I got a question for you. Have the Steelers become that organization where we've all worked for like 6 months to a year, and then we quit, and we're like, okay, thanks for the opportunity, and then we go home and we say, boy, am I glad I'm out of there. That place is really screwed up. Has it come to that?
I don't think so, Jay. I'm there. I just don't think that they have the right players. I mean, a lot of people talk about how great the Steelers organization is, and, I don't work for the Steelers, but I work closely with the Steelers because of our relationship here at KDKA and CBS. And I'm around a lot of people there, from top to bottom, and I think it's a first-class organization. I totally disagree with that point that Jay made. I just don't think they have the talent, and they're playing fourth-string guys all across the board. Whether it's the offensive line, it's the secondary, it's the linebackers. You're playing with guys that maybe shouldn't even be in the NFL, Chris.
Huge personnel issues, but they also have some cap room that they could have used still to shore up this team, and they didn't. They're going to have a ton of it next year going into the offseason. I guess I'll say this somewhat carefully, but I think it's true. When you compare Art Rooney II to his father, the passion for football does not appear to be there. Maybe he's very good at putting on a very stoic public face, but we all know, the stories are numerous of Dan Rooney's passion for the actual sport. It was a family business, but it was a matter of the heart for him. He loved football. And sometimes I wonder if you don't have that intense love for the family business, if you run it, but it is not something that's truly built in and baked into the DNA, I wonder if it's easy enough to see then when there are problems starting to form. That's my big question and quandary when I try to evaluate Art Rooney, because he's the guy who's the steward of this right now. And I wonder if when he watches what happens week to week, Richie, I genuinely wonder this. I wonder to what degree he is made angry by how bad it looks on the field most of the time.
I think he is. I still think he's passionate about the game. He's different. He's more educated. He's a businessman. And I understand that part of it, but I see the passion. I've seen it before. Obviously he wants to win probably more than anyone there. I just think I think they need to not clean house, but they need to hire the right coaches, or they need to have a game plan that you need to coach.
And you've got to pay more for them.
You're right.
You've got to pay more for them. They have the smallest assistant coach budget in the league. I mean, that's out there, and no one refutes it. So you kind of get what you pay for, right? I mean, you have Adrian Clem leave for Oregon, and Mike Tomlin sort of, I know you heard this too, Richie. Did you not infer that Oregon might have made him a better offer than what he was getting here for a lateral position move? I mean, Mike Tomlin made it seem like their money was a prominent factor here.
Or, Chris, is he frustrated with just the way things are going in the organization? Does he not like it here? I mean, it's a lateral move, maybe for more money, but he's going back to college, and maybe he likes coaching in college better than the NFL. I don't know what it is, but it's something you want to scratch your head. I haven't seen a coach leave midway through this. Well, with any time left, really. I mean, I've seen coaches get fired.
And they let him go,
leave.
and they let him walk. They let him walk because he wasn't doing a good job.
Tomlin gave the answer today that, he doesn't want it to be a distraction. Well, how would it be a distraction? All right, well, we got to take a break. Back with more of your phone calls, some of your tweets coming up next. Stay right there.